In 2023, Zendaya showed up to the Oscars with Tom Holland on her arm, and the entire internet lost its mind. But what most people don't know is that before Spider-Man swung into her life, Zendaya dated, or was linked to, a list of guys so wild, so random, and so hush-hush, it makes A-list celebrities look like amateurs. There was the Disney co-star nobody talks about, the athlete that shocked everyone, the musician she supposedly ghosted, and one rumor so big it almost broke her career before she even had one. By the end of this video, you're going to know every single relationship, fling, and rumor, confirmed or not, from her Disney Channel days all the way to today. And I'm going to tell you which ones were real, which ones were PR, and which one she still never publicly admitted to. This isn't just a list. I put together a full timeline, every single name that's ever been attached to Zendaya, in order, and I cross-reference interviews, red carpet appearances, paparazzi photos, and even deleted social media posts to figure out what actually happened. So if you've ever wondered why Zendaya's love life has always been such a mystery, you're about to find out. And fair warning, by the time we get to the end, you'll realize the one relationship everyone thinks is the most obvious is actually the most complicated one she's ever been in. Let's start from the beginning. Our first stop, the Shake It Up days. Zendaya was 14, she was blowing up on the Disney Channel, and her first ever public relationship rumor was with her co-star, Trevor Jackson. They were practically attached at the hip. Red carpets, interviews, you name it. Everyone was shipping them so hard that the fans basically treated them like a couple, before either of them said anything. And here's the tea. Years later, Trevor finally admitted they did date, but only briefly when they were teenagers. He said they were best friends first, and that it just naturally happened. Zendaya never confirmed it, but she also never denied it. Classic Disney move. Neither confirm nor deny, let the fans do the marketing. Then there was the Irigoyen Rumor, another Shake It Up co-star. Honestly, this one was basically fan fiction. They were on-screen friends, people matched them, and that was it. No real evidence, no paparazzi, nothing. I'm including it because every dating history list has it, but let's be real, it didn't happen. But if you think the Disney era was tame, just wait until we get to 2016. That's when the rumors stop being cute and start getting serious. By 2016, Zendaya wasn't just a Disney kid anymore. She was in Spider-Man: Homecoming. She was launching her fashion line. She was becoming a household name. And that's when the dating rumors got way bigger. First up, Odell Beckham Jr. Yes, the NFL wide receiver. They were spotted together at a party, then at a restaurant, and suddenly everyone was saying they were a thing. People were shocked. Zendaya and a football player? It seems so random. But here's where it gets confusing. Sources close to Zendaya said they were just friends. Sources close to Odell said they were definitely dating. Paparazzi photos showed them looking cozy, but they never confirmed anything on the record. And then, just like that, it was over. No breakup announcement, no explanation, nothing. I went down a rabbit hole trying to figure this one out. Was it real? Was it PR? Was it just two famous people hanging out who got caught by the cameras? The truth is, we'll probably never know. But what I can tell you is that after Odell, Zendaya got even more private about who she was seeing. She basically vanished from the dating rumor circuit for almost 2 years. Until 2019. That's when the biggest rumor of her entire career dropped. And I'm not talking about Tom Holland. Not yet. This one was way more unexpected. In 2019, a rumor started circulating online that Zendaya was dating Jacob Elordi, the guy from Euphoria. Yes, Nate Jacobs himself. Now at first, everyone thought this was another one of those co-star rumors that fans make up. They were in a show together, people shipped them, whatever. But then, the photos started coming out. They were spotted together in Greece, then in Australia, then in New York. Multiple trips, multiple continents, and not a single crew member or other co-star around, just them. And here's the kicker. A source told People magazine they were definitely a couple and that they'd been seeing each other for months. But Zendaya, not a word. Jacob, also nothing. Both of them stayed completely silent. This is the roadblock. We have multiple sightings, we have inside sources, we have them traveling the world together, but neither party ever confirmed it. And then, in early 2020, Jacob was seen with Kaia Gerber, And just like that, the Zendaya rumor was gone. People still argue about this one. Was it real? Was it a fling? Was it just two co-stars who became really good friends? Here's what I think, and I'm going to show you my evidence later in the video. But let me just say this. The timing of what came next makes this whole thing way more interesting than it looks. Alright, the one you've all been waiting for, Tom Holland and Zendaya. Everyone thinks this started with Spider-Man, and technically, that's true. They met on the set of Homecoming in 2016, but here's what almost nobody knows. They were friends for 5 years before they actually started dating. 5 years of press tours, red carpets, movie premieres, and interviews where they both insisted they were just friends. And you know what? For the first few years, I actually believed them. The chemistry was there, obviously, but the timing was never right. Zendaya was doing her thing, Tom was doing his. They were both young and focused on their careers. But then, July 2021, the paparazzi photos that broke the internet. Tom and Zendaya in his car at a red light, kissing. No one saw it coming. The whole world lost its mind, and suddenly the 5-year just friends narrative was over. Now here's the part that makes this so complicated. And remember when I said the most obvious relationship is actually the most complicated? This is why. After those photos came out, they still didn't confirm anything. For months, they kept showing up to events together, walking red carpets side by side, but they never said the words, "we're dating." It was like they wanted everyone to know, but also wanted to pretend it wasn't happening. And honestly, I get it. Imagine having your entire relationship, from the first date to the first fight to the first vacation, broadcast to millions of people. Zendaya has spent her entire career building a boundary between her public image and her private life. Dating one of the most famous actors on the planet? That boundary gets really thin, really fast. But then, in 2022, Tom did something. He posted a birthday message to Zendaya on Instagram, and it was sweet, like really sweet. "My MJ, have the happiest of birthdays," he wrote. "Give me a call when you're up." And that's when it felt official. Not because they said it, because he said it. Since then, they've been basically everywhere together. The Oscars, the Met Gala, family dinners, vacations in Italy. They're not hiding anymore, but they're also not talking about it. And I think that's the sweet spot they've found. They let you see enough to know it's real, but not enough to feel like you're in it. But here's what everyone's been asking. Did they actually get married? And the answer is way more interesting than any rumor, because Tom Holland confirmed it himself. But you're gonna have to stick around to the end because the way he confirmed it is not what you'd expect. Before we get to the finale though, we need to talk about the rumors that I think are total BS but somehow keep coming up. Because if I'm going to give you the entire dating history, I have to include everything, even the stuff that didn't happen. First, the Chris Brown rumor. Back in 2015, there was a rumor that Zendaya was dating Chris Brown. Let me be clear about this, no. That was a hoax. Someone made up a fake Instagram post, it went viral, and that was it. Zendaya never responded because it wasn't worth responding to. Second, the Lewis Hamilton rumor. They were at the same fashion show once, and suddenly the internet decided they were dating. Zero evidence, zero, nada. Just two famous people at the same event. I'm only bringing these up because if you Google Zendaya dating history, these names pop up, and they shouldn't. Zendaya's actual dating history is short enough. She's not the kind of person who has a new partner every month. She's selective, she's private, and honestly, that's why the real ones are so interesting. Alright, let's tie all of this together. If you look at Zendaya's entire dating history in order, from Trevor Jackson to Tom Holland, there's a pattern. She doesn't date around. She doesn't have flings that last 2 weeks. She gets close to people she works with, she takes her time, and when she's in, she's all in. Now, about that marriage. In June 2026, Tom Holland did an interview with Esquire, and he dropped it like it was the most casual thing in the world. He was talking about his life after Spider-Man, and he just referred to Zendaya as his wife. That's it. No big announcement. No Instagram post, no red carpet reveal, just one sentence in an interview, and the whole internet went from, "Are they engaged?" to, "They're married?" in about 10 seconds. And honestly, that is so them. They spent 5 years being just friends. They spent another 5 years being, we don't talk about our relationship. And then they just got married. No drama, no spectacle, no big Vogue spread, just them. Because that's who they are. That's who Zendaya is. She lets you see what she wants you to see, and the rest is none of your business. And honestly, that's the real reason her dating life has always been such a mystery. It's not that there's some huge secret. It's that she's just really good at keeping things private. And here's my prediction. They'll never do a big wedding reveal. We'll probably never see the dress, the venue, or the guest list. And you know what? Good for them. They let us in just enough, and they keep the rest for themselves. And have you ever wondered how rich your favorite celebrities really are, or what happens when they fall in love on set? Well, click one of these videos and you'll have your answer. See you soon!